Well, you join me here on Lith Hill in Shrewsbury. I'm not here for a random reason. We've just got Nick and the team with us. There is a good reason, because Nick, back in February, we were indoor fitness on the Battlefield Enterprise Park, and we were chatting about a challenge that you were going to be doing in a few months' time. Here we are. It's this coming weekend as we record this. You've already done it as it goes out on air. Tell us a little bit. What was that challenge?
Yeah, I can't believe that was February, and we were just about to embark on a 13-week training plan, and now we are in the last few days before we go and get on the bus on Friday. So the challenge is the National Three Peaks Challenge. Nick Dean, who we met on the show in February, has been diagnosed with motor neuron disease himself. He has inspired 37 of us to take part and befriend him and do lots of training and things, and do the challenge itself. And it's quite a thing, and it's getting ever closer.
So this is your team who are going with you from Throgmorton Associates in Shrewsbury, but how many's going all together then?
Yeah, 37 of us all together, which are friends from Nick's various elements of his working life over the last 20-30 years.
So who have we got with us?
So I'm Adam, and I'm one of the advisors at Throgmorton.
We have spoke to you before on the show, haven't we? Hello, how are you doing?
I'm Hayley, and I'm the operations manager.
So Hayley, you're going to be doing this challenge as well, and
I'm Becky. I'm also an advisor from Throgmorton as well, like Adam.
Let's start with you, Becky. How did you get roped into this? Have you done anything like this before?
Back in 2012, I did do Kilimanjaro, but I was 28 then. 40 now. And no, I got sort of not roped in, not at all, but it was a team effort. We all sort of spoke about it beforehand. Nick mentioned the challenge, and obviously Nick as well, Nick Dean, and it's just a great cause. So yeah, I had to say yes. Simple as that.
So from doing Killy and climbing that, I know it's a few years ago, as you said, but has that given you any tips to give to others as well?
I think it's about just mental attitude, just keep going for it. When you're feeling sort of it's hard work, just literally draw down deep and just dig in and just keep going, but keep a constant pace rather than trying to sprint off and try and get ahead.
So how's training been going for you so far?
Really good. Found the last couple of weeks, funnily enough, the hardest, because I think putting a lot of my intensity in the first few weeks training, but ready for it now. Just want to do it. Get it done with.
Adam, what about for you?
It's been challenging, really. I mean, ultimately, it's hard to know how to train for something that you've never done before. But luckily, we've been able to draw on the expertise of Connor from Endorf, and we've been doing a couple of practice mountains here and there, going up the Wrekin 2 or 3 times. And yeah, we feel prepared. And like the other guy said, just looking forward to getting stuck in now.
So what have you been doing with Connor then to build up to this, and here we are now?
Yeah, so we've done specific sessions on Saturdays where the wider challengers, if you like, have been taking part in the sessions. Adam then mentioned that we've done the Wrekin 2 or 3 times. It was 2-3 times in one day. There's been more than 2-3 times altogether, isn't it? We were looking at it over your head at the moment, the Wrekin, and it's there looming at us. But we've done lots of things, and with the sessions with Connor is about core and about fitness and about generally moving better. And we did a specific session on Saturday about the warm-ups and warm-downs and things, because it's one thing doing the challenge and then getting back on the bus, and after 6 hours between Ben Nevis and Scarfell, you've got to get out and do it all again. So the warm-up is going to be really, really important, because we're going to probably cramp up and get tired, and the muscles will relax, and then on we go again and do Scarfell, and then back 5 hours, then back to Snowdon. So 2 a.m. start for Snowdon if all the timing works correctly. So there's lots of things that we haven't done before. There's lots of things that we can't really factor in, but we're thinking about, even logistics of car parking and that sort of stuff before we even get together. It's something that you haven't really thought about. So lots of unknowns, but we've got as much preparation in the bag, I think, as we could do, and that gives us a bit more confidence than we would have for sure.
So in terms of training, obviously it's about food and I guess having some rest in between. So how's that been going for you, and how are you thinking about that? What's the format?
Well, certainly this week is all about rest. So resting, recuperation, getting the carbs in, getting good sleep, and having a few rest days in between the training in the past few weeks. So this week's focusing on a lot of rest. Yeah,
I guess this is something you did do before when you went up Killy.
Yeah. So previously it was, again, practicing up the mountains. For Killy it was Snowdon. We've done Snowdon a couple of times this time as well. Different paths to try different terrain. And I think, well, me and Adam, tonight is our last training session as well. Just like Hayley, we're going to rest after that. But yeah, we're going up the Wrekin again 3 times this evening after work. So it's just, I think, like Hayley said, head down, rest this week. So we've got our energy ready for the weekend.
So you're ready, and 3 times up the Reek in the sea. I mean, that's a challenge just when you're going up it once. Great views from the top like here, but it is a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's the weather as well. Going back to that preparation, we've one time we went up Snowdon, took 1.5 litres, and then we went up previous Friday when it was 23 degrees, and all of a sudden 1.5 litres isn't enough. So I think getting used to various weather conditions has been really key. And yeah, fingers crossed we've got a mild day when we actually do the challenge, because it'd make it a little bit easier.
You're doing too hot, do you, Nick?
No. And as Adam said, and different people need different amounts of water. So I cramp up a little bit on my calves. I can feel when we're on an incline, and those reeking walks were quite tough. So we've been walking around the back and then up the steep part from the back, whereas the tourist route, if you like, is straight up and down from the start to the top to the back where you came from. So we've been making it as hard as possible. And then what was nice with the Snowdon challenge side of it was that we actually did the pig track up and miners path down, and that's what we're going to be doing possibly in the dark. So at least we've got an awareness of where we're going roughly. We'll know what we're in for now. So if we are at the depths of our fitness, because we've two heels in and we've got the final one to crack, at least we've got that inner confidence. We know what we're going to be doing.
I'm sure as a team you're all going to be there to boost each other along at the same time.
Oh, definitely. Hopefully, when one's down, someone will be up. So we'll get that range of spectrum of who's feeling what at the time. So we're a good team anyway. We'll boost each other along.
Do you think something like this brings you closer together as a team?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the company's been excellent, and you know, the amount of times we've been training together as well, I think it's just brought us closer as a team, full stop. Yeah, absolutely.
So Nick, just remind us then, if someone wants to sponsor you as a team, I know when we launched this we did give the details out, so we will put them back on screen, but there's plenty of ways that people can help, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. So on our Just Giving page, it takes you to the donations. It takes you to where the updates will be. So you will be watching this after we've actually hopefully completed the challenge, and so you'll see we will have been updating regularly about the challenge itself, each peak, and how we're feeling and how it's all going. The donations on that page actually are to the St James's Place Foundation. They are then matched by St James's Place, and that donation is made to motor neuron disease. So every pound becomes £2 for good causes, and our money raised is then part of the total. So our page stands at £4,350 as I speak. Hopefully more by the time this goes out, and actually the collective is over 26,000 now. So I think we're hoping for 40,000 between us all, with us and the other 37 or 33 people. So it's going to be a massive target, massive challenge, and hopefully we all come through it unscathed and have something to tell our grandkids about.
Absolutely. We'll look out for the updates online. Best of luck to you all. Good luck with the challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you.